Hi, I'm Katie Cleary, President and founder of World Animal News and Peace for Animals. And these are the top-breaking animal news stories making headlines, and how you can get involved. A historic move as Pascal Ochaba is sentenced to life in prison by a Ugandan court for illegal possession of elephant ivory. This marks the longest sentence for this crime in Uganda's history. The ruling was made after Ochaba was found guilty of possession of 2 pieces of elephant ivory weighing 9.55 kilograms without a wildlife use right. The judge stated that leaving Ochaba in circulation increases the risk of killing more endangered species, further noting that he deserves a sentence that will contribute to making the world a safer place for both wildlife and humans alike. Sadly, it's estimated that only 7,900 elephants are left in the wild in Uganda. These include both forest elephants and savanna elephants. Some heartbreaking news as 370 dogs and cats die on board a slaughterhouse truck headed for the brutal meat trade in China. Survivors were thankfully rescued. Chinese animal activists released heartbreaking footage of dead and dying dogs and cats on a truck crammed with 1,400 animals being trafficked to Yulin for the meat trade. Thankfully, rescuers from local animal groups and Beijing-based dog meat campaign specialists from Capital Animal Welfare Association were on hand to carefully unload the traumatized animals. The surviving animals were cared for by staff at local shelters who administered life-saving treatment. Let's continue to urge China to ban the dog and cat meat trade for good. Some shocking news as a $51,000 reward is offered for information on Washington wolf poisonings after 2 more tragic wolf deaths are confirmed. Conservation and animal protection groups recently announced the increased reward for information leading to a conviction in the illegal poisoning deaths of 6 wolves in northeastern Washington earlier this year. As previously reported by WAN, Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife staff initially found 4 dead wolves on February 18th. During searches the following month, 2 more dead wolves were discovered. Anyone with information regarding the wolf killings can report it confidentially by calling the department's poaching hotline at the number below. For more ways that you can take action to save wolves, please visit relistwolves.org. More heartbreaking news as Ryder, the abused carriage horse, dies 2 months after collapsing and being whipped by owner Ian McKeever in New York City. Voters for Animal Rights called the appalling incident completely avoidable had New York City Council Speaker Adrienne Adams agreed with the 71% of New Yorkers who wanted her to pass a ban on horse carriages. Intro 573 is a bill that would help end the horse-drawn carriage industry by prohibiting the new issuance of new licenses used in the operation of horse-drawn cabs. Instead, the bill supports the use of horseless electric carriages that would provide trips within Central Park and certain areas of Manhattan. If the bill is passed, the operation of horse-drawn cabs would be prohibited beginning on June 1st, 2024. In marine wildlife news, Mexico teams up with Sea Shepherd to cement a new plan to help save the last 20 vaquita remaining in the wild. Known as the Concrete Block Planting Project, the plan aims to deter illegal fishing within the zero-tolerance area of the Vaquita Refuge. It consists of the placement of 193 cement blocks on the seafloor. Large hooks protruding from the top of each block will capture any gill nets deployed, the main cause for the vaquita population decline. Sea Shepherd, along with Mexican nonprofit organization Museo de Baena, will remove any nets caught by the cement structures, prioritizing the release of any animals trapped in them. In a major victory, Frasers Group is the latest global luxury retailer to go fur-free. The new policy begins in 2023. Frasers Group is the owner of the iconic House of Fraser department stores, as well as luxury retail chains Flannels and well-known retail brands including Sports Direct. The corporation's decision to stop purchasing fur products will be reflected in its more than 1,500 stores globally, beginning with the autumn-winter season in 2023. This move signifies the decline of the fur trade and puts further pressure on the few remaining fashion brands that continue to sell fur to stop as well. Did you know that 100 million animals are killed every year for their fur worldwide? You can do your part by making compassion the fashion and go fur-free. In environmental news, California becomes the first state to ban the use of plastic bags for produce. Newly signed law goes into effect in 2025. As per the new bill, stores will be prohibited from providing a pre-checkout bag to customers if the bag is not either compostable or a recycled paper bag. According to Californians Against Waste, The average working life of a plastic bag is only 15 minutes, and over 100 trillion plastic bags are used worldwide each year. The damage that discarded plastic bags does to the environment tragically leaves its mark forever, contributing to a growing list of threats against marine life that are the result of human ignorance and negligence. There are many ways that people can help keep plastic out of our oceans, ranging from reducing one's personal use of disposable and single-use plastic items, to recycling, to participating in local beach cleanups. In plant-based news, the LA City Council unanimously endorses the Plant-Based Treaty, which would spare the lives of millions of farm animals every year. The treaty aims to halt the widespread degradation of critical ecosystems by freezing expansion of animal agriculture, promoting a shift to healthy, sustainable plant-based diets, and the rewilding of natural habitats. California is home to the country's largest dairy industry, with 1,400 dairy farms and around 1.7 million cows. According to the California Air Resources Board, animal farming is responsible for more than half of California's methane emissions. The Plant-Based Treaty has received support from 19 cities, 59,000 individual endorsers, and more than 1,800 NGOs, community groups, and businesses. For more breaking animal news stories and how you can help, visit worldanimalnews.com.